Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm all yours. If you can get questions, we had a couple of people who had already pre-sent their names who wanted to ask some questions. So I can begin with that.
Hi everyone, my name's Perino. I'm curious, what inspired you to start this group? Obviously, you're an entrepreneur and very well business orientated. So I'm just curious, what was your motivation?
Chelsea, being a first generation serial entrepreneur, there was always a vacuum for a support system. So every time I would pivot or go to something else, I started with pest control and I moved on to contracting. From there, I moved on to interior. Each time, all I wanted was a support system, and which I never had. That was my worry. If anything would go wrong in business, there's nobody to back me up. If I was going right or wrong, there was nobody to counsel, guide, mentor. Yes, different walks of life, different times in life, I had different mentors who came in directly or indirectly, but there was a complete vacuum because this I need on a non-stop basis. Even today, when I'm expanding DLC across the world, there are so many ifs and buts. You need a support system, and that I couldn't achieve. I also am a part of Mumbai, and I realized what a fantastic world forums have to offer, how a bigger game changer forums are in a man or a woman's life. I never understood why our forums are so elitist in nature, and why can't the world of forums be offered to everybody? There are 4,000 more people in New York, in Hong Kong, in London, in Dubai, who deserve to be a part of these forums and benefit their lives. In turn, go ahead and moderate forums and make inter-organizational forums. That changes the ball game completely. So these are some of the reasons why I landed up setting up DLC as a 360-degree support system for entrepreneurs, professionals, and young leaders to connect.
Thank you so much. I was excited to be a part of this.
Okay, we've got Christian.
I was curious about the physical events at DLC. So basically, it's going to be 100% online, or there are also some line events lining up, just to understand what's the plan.
So Christian, we've got online, offline events. The platform is a technology platform. It's very strong, but it's equally strong in person. So we have set up an office at DIFC Dubai. Every city and every chapter in the world, we've set up an office. Incorporating and hiring of people is going on. We are setting up a small chroma studio in every city. So we are physically present there. 3 times a year, there is U-turn events in Dubai and every other chapter city. So people will meet in person. Also, this is a global membership. So you will not be surprised if you go ahead and meet somebody from London or somebody from New York who's traveling to Dubai. So the whole idea is you are allowed to attend a U-turn event at any point in time, anywhere in the world. So 3 U-turn events, and these events are not just a simple wine and cheese evening and dinner and some entertainment. These are very serious events. And then there is a mother of all parties where all these people, committees who got involved, DLC doesn't make any money on these events. Whatever revenues are generated within that city remain in that city to be spent across on the next event.
Wonderful, great plan.
Thank you. We have Sudip Mazumder.
I know you are such a bunch of energy, man. I have been part of this journey for some time. I know what your visions are. I would just say that I'm lucky to be here. I'm lucky to be with all these people globally. So I have no question. Only thing is that on behalf of you, I extend the welcome again. Thank you very much.
Okay, can we have Hamid Mahmood from Dubai?
So I've got a couple of questions which I was interested in discussing with you. How would you envision of implementing it? So we're talking about 26 committees right now. How would we actually implement all of that knowledge, all of that blueprints, and we set up the KPIs as well? So our vision is to put and make it a light of significance. And in order to make it significant, we need to ensure that whatever we are delivering is actually changing someone's life. So how are we, catching those items?
So let me tell you, if you're going to deliver a 360-degree value to entrepreneurs and professionals, it cannot be frivolous Google knowledge. It has to come from domain experts and subject matter experts. Hence, we divided 13 business verticals, 13 lifestyle verticals. Within each committee, we ended up inviting a chair who's at the pinnacle of his career and who's a subject matter expert beyond doubt, to so to speak, legend of sorts. Apart from the chair, we have POCs backend who are full-time employees. You cannot expect honorary people to do any kind of full-time work across. Hence, we've got for every committee backend POCs. Apart from that, we have a consultant for every committee. So 3 people are our guardrails. The POCs at the backend, the professional consultant who's a subject matter expert who's commercially engaged with DLC, and then the global chair. Every content piece we put out is actually going to go through these 3 layers. Apart from me, we're going to be very agile in what our people want across the world, get the best subject matter experts to give knowledge. And this is not learning knowledge. This is day-to-day business knowledge. Can we take the next question?
Jimmy, first of all, congratulations for your incredible drive and vision and execution. Very happy to see what you're up to, the opportunity to learn, to build a community, and to help, entrepreneurs get better at what they do is going to be such an exciting opportunity. Thanks.
Homi, thank you. I think I've got Abhinav Kumar. So Abhinav is at a very interesting position, a regular speaker at the World Economic Forum. Abhinav has received more than 70 awards of excellence in communication and branding, and ECS from $2.3 billion in 2010 to USD $14.9 billion organization in 2021.
So thanks, Jimmy. Also, congratulations to you and the entire Della team. A question to you is, related to the purpose of this organization, which many other people spoke about in your earlier answer, which is that noble purpose of using all this brain power you've put together and providing valuable service to entrepreneurs who, like you earlier in your journey, are feeling lonely or facing challenges and problems where somebody else might have great advice to give them. So my question is, as you think of shaping and putting this together, while those entrepreneurs who are inside these committees obviously will interact with each other, but for those at large, one thing is the broad-based YouTube thing you spoke about. But is there a mechanism of selecting and choosing entrepreneurs who could get more focused time, advice, and others from people who are generously giving their time here?
There are 54 social impact communities we are creating. Anybody can go and join any of the communities they wish to. So that's where the social impact will reveal. Also, we mapped ourselves to the UN SDGs, the 17 SDGs. We've got 54 causes. People can join, and then in each city, what are we doing can be seen across online. There are organizations and organizations. Here we have no hidden agendas. We are straight who we are. We are a for-profit company, but everything else we do is completely non-commercial.
That's fantastic, Jimmy. And your energy is infectious.
Thank you, Abhinav. I would like to next introduce our chief guest today, Mr. Sam Balsara, the chairman of Madison World, AAAI Lifetime Achievement Awardee, president of Advertising Club of Mumbai, chairman Advertising Standard Council of India, ranked as the 50 most powerful people in India, marketing, advertising, and media business by Pitch Magazine. He's also been rated the most influential person in media by the Economic Times Brand Equity. Over to you, Sam. Sam.
Hello, everyone. It's my pleasure to be here this evening at Jimmy's DLC. It's a measure of his creativity and prowess that in such a short time, he's managed to put together such a distinguished community from around the world who'll be able to, guide and help professionally people who wish to seek out this help. On the marketing committee, I think I would say, perhaps you may call me biased, but I believe ultimately everything in today's world and tomorrow's world is going to be around marketing. So marketing is never going to go out of fashion. I would like to say that I think the marketing, advertising and media talent that Jimmy has put together is indeed incredible. And I hope that a lot of people will take advantage of this.
Thank you. Thank you, Sam. But I have another great friend and a great person within the world of marketing whom I have the pleasure to introduce. He's our guest of honor today. Mr. Rohit Gupta. He's a president, Sony Entertainment Television, 30 years in holding key leadership positions across consumer, media, entertainment industries. Rohit is a strong proponent of maintaining fairness in the advertising industry, currently responsible for organizations' revenue streams, actively contributing towards expanding the revenues on new media initiatives across different businesses. Rohit, a very, very warm welcome.
Well, first of all, let me congratulate you. I think the facility you created there, because I'm sitting right here in the studio, this is world class. This could be at a Sony studio right now as we speak. So congratulations, and I'm sure, like you mentioned, there will be similar facilities across the globe. So congratulations to you and your team for having put this up. Well, sitting next to him, it is infectious. It's absolutely like somebody, like Abhinav mentioned that, if you need some energy, just call him up. Well, that energy is right here. For me, just a question to you is that, you're doing it for non-profit. All right. That's why you got the level of people which you have here. You're the top of the line across the globe. How do you think you're going to maintain it?
Rohit, it's a for-profit.
Yeah.
And we just got into early stage of fundraise. Our subscription revenue is going to be more than enough to sustain and subscribe and keep us going. But the social impact is going to be even more fulfilling and gratifying. So thank you, Rohit. I would request Sam to introduce Jane.
So it's my pleasure now to introduce Jane Evans. She's certainly a very accomplished lady from what I can see. She's been honored with the Lifetime Achievement Award in Media in 2019. And in 2020, she was one of the Ad Age women to watch out for in Europe. She's the founder of Uninvisibility, on a mission to unleash the power of midlife women. She's authored a book with Carol Russell called Invisible to Invaluable that envisages a world where women above 50 are respected and valued. So welcome, Jane, to this very powerful forum.
I'm also here for men over 50. However, there is a global imperative for women at the moment. We have a third of the pension savings of men. So once we get solved, we'll come and solve the problems for the men. But initially, there's a major problem for women. And, again, one of the things that I want to do is change everybody's language. So when you're starting to talk about young entrepreneurs, I want to talk about new entrepreneurs. And when we're helping people, that we're not just helping young people, we're now facing first generation that are going to live the 100-year life. And, the chance for people in the middle of their lives to set up businesses, change direction, go back and learn are massive. And so, one of the things that I really want to do is to ensure that we put training in, we give people opportunities to have new careers and set up new businesses.
Thank you, Jane. Would love to play a video for the comedy launch that our team has put together.
I believe that getting the leaders of business together, talking on a different platform and giving advice and helping each other is a great way to start.
I'm honored to be part of the global marketing, digital, and PR committee within the DLC.
I also like that it is very organized. I feel it's pretty innovative concept.
I've been teaching digital marketing for the last 10 years.
Enacting change and educating people how to make change.
I teach people how to move from obscurity to notoriety through the creation and use of effective and compelling video.
Here's wishing everyone involved in any form within DLC all the best.
Thank you, Jane. We have the next speaker, Holly Richardson.
Hi, hey. And I'm really humbled to have the opportunity to serve you and the cause. So thank you for seeking me out and inviting me. It's an amazing opportunity. My purpose is to serve others with impact and to continuously learn and improve. And the more I learned about the Della Leaders Club, the more I realized how similar and how well it fits with my purpose, where you help to lift, learn, and live. So thank you for your vision. And it's my honor to serve you and the rest of the committee.
Thank you, Holly. Can we have Daniel? So Daniel heads the marketing at Disney. He has spent 15 years plus in leadership roles with the world's largest media companies at Fox, Time Warner, and Disney. Daniel has been awarded for campaigns at Muse Creative Awards, ProMax, BDA Global, and Asia Awards, the Marketing Events Awards. Daniel has also been awarded the Marketing Professional of the Year at the 6th CMO Asia Awards. Daniel, welcome to you.
Thank you. Thanks, Jimmy. I'm really excited to be a part of this launch. And Jimmy, you have such great energy. It makes me want to keep up, even though it's close to midnight over here. I'm looking forward to a lot more exchanges within this community in the future. So thank you very much for inviting me.
Thank you, Daniel. And I really appreciate you staying up late midnight, post midnight, and doing this for us. My next guest is Mr. Andrew McArthur. Andrew Edwards has been the CEO of Newcoms Asia. now Communications Group Private Limited. Andrew chairs the International Association of Business Communicators, IABC Malaysia. His current company has built out Asia's #1 virtual events platform. He has successfully launched over 200 top brands of companies like CyberSource, Dell EMC, Edgework Solutions. Andrew, welcome.
Thank you, Jimmy, and thank you for introducing me so nicely there. I'm a big believer that education is the basis of everything else that we talk about. So when we talk about having more women represented, when we talk about having more older people represented, when we talk about all the issues around sustainability, they all come back to a basis of education and making sure that everybody understands it. And I think us as a marketing community and a PR community can really help add to that by thinking about how we influence the way people think about things, how we can make sure that truth is the thing that gets out there. And I think of things like technology for good and these other areas that we're heavily involved in with the number of digital companies and technology companies we deal with, and how they can really inspire people and help people come together and fix a lot of the problems of the world, which are all down to misunderstandings, are down to people not really understanding what everybody else needs. So I think the Della Leaders Club and from this perspective, the marketing digital PR side of that can really help clearly understand the truth of different situations, and we should all aim to make sure that what we're aiming for is truth in marketing, truth in PR, truth in digital, truth in all the things that we can help people understand what they're talking about every day. And I think that will help with every other issue that we talk about.
Thank you, Andrew. I agree with you. Truth in all we do, and especially truth in marketing, digital and PR, all three. That should be our focus area across in our content platform. Thank you for being with us today. I would quickly like to invite Ms. Lindsey Carnett from New York chapter, a Vistage member, Forbes Agency Council member, and featured in Forbes' Most Powerful Women Business Leader. Most recently, Lindsey has received a Top Woman in Business Award from Pacific Coast Business Times, a Silver Steve Award as Female Entrepreneur of the Year.
Hi, everybody. This has been a really great conversation today, and I'm really excited about the social impact in particular. I was also going to mention there is a very nice Forbes article that I just read about Jimmy and the Della Leaders Club that just came out in the last 24 hours. So I think I'll share the link and you can read it at your leisure. So
thank you. So let me share something very honestly. Initially, when I came up with this concept of the world's first business platform, media was not very receptive. And suddenly 12 June happened and all hell has broken loose. We've had more than 300 articles. Everybody from Forbes to Bloomberg, Asia have covered us. And we're quite happy about the way the world has responded. So today, if you Google up the world's first business platform, it's DLC right there. Thank you, Lindsey, for all the help and support. Lovely speaking with you. I would love to invite Emilio Antonio Guevara, President, CEO, Capitalist Conversations Incorporated. He's the founder and host of the Global Founders Entrepreneurship Summit, Senator of World Business Angels Investment Forum, USA.
It's a pleasure to be here. I'm really honored for the invitation to be a part. I'm excited about what Della Leaders Club means to the growth of entrepreneurs and promotion really of the enterprise. You know, I believe that you know, my mentor used to say that there were three components to power, and that's communication leads to cooperation, and cooperation leads to coordination, and coordination leads to power. So when I see what we have here and all these great individuals that are part of this organization, I can only imagine what we'll be able to do in helping others, you know, really making a social impact and helping to change the lives of so many people. It's really unimaginable what can happen just seeing what you already have put together, and it's just the beginning. So I'm excited about it, Jimmy, and looking forward to being of any support to you and your organization. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Emilio.
I look forward to being of service.
My next guest is from our Delhi chapter, Krishnakant Mishra, Director, Branded Content, Oglip, listed in Forbes 30 Under 30 India 2020. Welcome, Krishnakant.
Thank you, Jimmy. It's lovely. You know, guys, for the last 45 odd minutes, forget the glitch. The one word I have in my mind is magic. When I look at all the set of people in the room right now and things that you guys are going to discuss about and what's going to happen in the coming days, it's pure magic. And hats off to you, Jimmy, to bring upon this sort of a platform and somebody as young as me to be part of this forum with so many senior leaders around. I think it's going to be a great opportunity. I think one of the biggest points that you mentioned about were the 54 different social causes to bring upon. And what I'm really looking forward to, for the past so many years, I've been working in one of these departments where we look upon, as India, at least I can speak about India, being a penetration market. Growth is coming from places where there was no marketing in so many years. I think what's going to be interesting to see is how could we evolve ourselves with the art of internet, as we say, and all of us together to sort of build and upgrade our marketing knowledge to something that we've not seen before. So really looking forward to jamming with all of you guys. Wonderful to have you here. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you so much for doing this and getting all of us in the same room.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, number one, for inviting me to be a part of this amazing group. When Della Leaders Club first reached out to me via LinkedIn, I jumped at the chance. Jimmy, your enthusiasm is absolutely infectious, as was mentioned a little bit earlier on this call. I have a 20-year background in media, and one of the things that appealed to me about not just the Della Leaders Club, or group rather, but everybody that was a part of it, was the fact that I enjoy telling people's stories. And I think one of the earlier attendees mentioned the idea of live, lift, and learn. And I actually wrote it down because it embodies everything that is important to me about my prior career, which is in journalism, and how I can help this group now. It's telling stories, it's lifting one another up, it's building community, not just online, digitally, but also around us globally as well. I'm looking forward to helping people in this group expand their digital presence in a positive way to bring people and attention not only into their lives for their professional goals, but also their personal goals as well.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you.
Yeah, I would like now to invite Gaurav Lalbani from the Singapore chapter. Gaurav is the Managing Director, Asia Pacific at Wunderman Thompson.
Thank you. I think it's a complete pleasure and an honor to be part of this committee. I think there are two things that strike me about Jimmy. I think first is his enthusiasm, which I think everyone's noticed. The other thing which I think is even more remarkable is his ability to execute. I think bringing committees like this together across the world is not an easy feat. And I think the pace and the effectiveness at which you've been able to do it is fantastic. So I truly believe that this group has the potential to rewrite the codes of marketing, simplify it, and then distill it in a way that people across the world can leverage it. So there's huge power here. So once again, congratulations to you for building this and bringing this fantastic community together.
Thank you. Thank you, Gaurav. I have yet another guest with me, Lara Balsara. Lara has been invited here to do the honors for us to launch our LinkedIn handle. It's only restricted to committee members, so we can feel free to communicate there. I would request Lara to launch it.
Oh, I think this is absolutely an amazing initiative. I just can't imagine from sitting from the comfort of my home or my office, I have access to the global leaders and the best from marketing, advertising, PR, communications, and I mean, not just marketing, even if I want something in the hospitality or the banking space, I have everything on my fingertips. So I can't imagine anything better than that. So congratulations on coming up with such a great initiative and executing it in such a short time. It's absolutely amazing.
Thank you. I would request Lara to invite our next speaker and guest.
It gives me great pleasure to invite our next speaker from Hyderabad, Ms. Anandita Mukherjee Sinha. Anandita has brought several awards and accolades, including the elite list of 50 best marketing marvels from 500 marketing and communication professionals by White Page International. So welcome, Anandita.
Thank you so much, Aran. Thank you so much, Jimmy. I'll be very honest. I really did not expect such a great show, I must admit. Kudos to the team and your tenacity, your team's tenacity, and your energy. So I am looking forward to actively participate and work with the DLC team. And once again, thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Anandita. Thank you for the appreciation and praises. Next speaker is Mr. Robert Prof, a CMO MTL Beast. He's highly accomplished and engaged global brand leader with 15 years plus marketing experience with brands like Nike, Adidas, Microsoft, and been felicitated with multiple awards at Nike Middle East campaigns. Welcome, Robert.
Thank you, Jimmy. I'm so excited to be here. And first of all, congratulations on putting this fantastic group up, and not only the group, but also the entire Della Leaders Club. I think it's phenomenal. And the time that, first connecting with you guys and seeing this now on this scale and with this level of execution is phenomenal and fantastic. And for me, honestly, I love the idea of paying it forward. I had in my career many bosses and leaders and etc. But I only really had one coach, one person who mentored me as a leader, and who really sort of helped me to kind of build the foundation of the leader that I am today. And that's what I would love to give forward, right? And I would love to be able to give that to the next generation of leaders, young and new. And I think building a forum like this with the DLC is going to help achieve that. And I'm in it, man. It's fantastic.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you for being here, and thank you for supporting us. We have one last speaker, Pradeep Anand, ex-IITian. He's held fantastic seminars and bookshops on entrepreneurship in Texas for teens, more than 3,000 kids.
Thank you. Jimmy, I am besides myself. I cannot imagine I can anticipate the social impact you're going to have. And the vision that you have for DLC on a global basis is just amazing. And I am humbled and absolutely delighted to be part of this effort. And thank you, and God bless and give you the greatest strength, everybody out here, the greatest strength to be incredibly successful in meeting this amazing goal, ambition, if you will, of our lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Pradeep. I'm counting on your support for us spread across to United States. Thank you all for being here. Abhinav wants to say something. We'll hear from Abhinav.
Yeah, Jimmy, I was just going to say, you can't bring 100 great marketeers and not have a rebrand, right? So while you have a fantastic brand in DLC, Della Leaders Club, hearing all you have, your ambition and your vision behind this whole project initiative, and also what the ecosystem has to say on how they want to contribute. I think those 3 alphabets could also stand for something else, DLC, right? It can stand for dialogue, learning, and collaboration. So you got your purpose built into your brand. There you go.
Sure. Thank you, Abhinav. I thank you all for being here and doing this for us. I will promise you next time there won't be glitches. We will work towards every endeavor to make sure we deliver true value for the time that you give us, to make it more purposeful, to make it more impactful, and overall to be happy in the zone where we are contributing across to the world positively, be it in our own domain and fraternity, or be it to people across the globe. Thank you all. Thanks for being here with us.